What's up guys, this is Vi and you are watching Graphic Designing Basics series, and this is the episode 4 and this is going to be the last episode of the series. So if you want to just check out the previous episodes, I'm going to link it in the I button or in the description, so make sure to check that out as well. And I'm going to link the complete PSD of this file as well in the description, so make sure to download it and check that out as well. So with that being said, I'm gonna cover the font and color aspect of basic graphic designing, and I'm gonna create something like this. So if that sounds interesting, let's hop into it. Okay, so in the previous episodes we have covered the line, the shape, the texture, the space, the size, and the value. And in this tutorial I'm gonna cover the color and font. So for many people the font is still not the basic element of the graphic designing, but I'm gonna link it up in this basic series. So with that being said, let's dive into it. Cool, so this is the original work and I'm gonna just show you how to do that. So okay, so in this work there are a couple of design elements like this curved design and stuffs like that, like the mesh work there. Okay, so I'm not gonna go in depth, you can check my other tutorials on how to create this stuff, but I think I'm gonna show you how to create it. So I'm gonna just grab my pen tool and make it to path, create a new layer. So I'm gonna just create a nice shape. Cool, and now I'm gonna just merge it. Click on selection and hit OK. Now I'm gonna just fill it with black. This is just a demonstration. Okay, I'm gonna just press Alt plus backspace and boom, you get a nice design. So now I'm gonna just duplicate it, press Ctrl plus J. I'm gonna choose this tool and I'm gonna just rotate it upside down. Cool. And I'm gonna just make it match a bit. Cool, so you get this nice design, and that's how I created the original work. So let me just turn it off. Let's rename this to test. Cool, we don't need this. Okay, so in the description you're gonna get a link of my color palette for this design, so make sure to check that out as well. So I'm gonna just place my color palette in here. Okay, so this is the color palette and I'm gonna just place it right there. Cool, I'm gonna create a new layer above the background and I'm gonna just grab my eyedropper tool. I'm gonna select this color and now I'm gonna just select the layer and I'm gonna press Alt plus backspace. Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna just duplicate this layer so that I can just copy it right there. You can design your own stuff. So I created this design with the same process that I showed you previously. Okay, so now I'm gonna just add the color of this to this. So I'm gonna just click on effects and do the color overlay and click in here and just select this color. Cool. Okay, now I'll just duplicate it, press Ctrl plus J, and I'll just rotate it. Cool. Okay, cool. I'll just bring the color palette up. Okay, cool. So you can generate your own color palette, and if you have any trouble creating it, you can go to adobecolorpalette.com and you can just check out the various color palettes and just create your own theme. So this is created by me. I will link it so then you can download it and follow along. Cool. So I want to just duplicate this layer and I want to change the color. Double click in color overlay and we just click in here and I'm going to choose this color. Cool. Cool. And now I'm going to just make it a little small. Okay, that is looking good. Cool. Now I'm going to just add a drop shadow effect. Increase the size, distance, spread, decrease the size a touch. Cool. And now I'm going to just add a drop shadow effect right there. Cool. And now I'm going to just right click and copy layer style, and I will paste it here, paste layer style. Cool. Just duplicate this, press Ctrl plus J, and we'll just make it small. Cool. I want to use the same color. Cool. Okay. Okay, let me just bring it somewhere around there. Let me just disable the color palette. This is the design so far. Cool. So now what we'll do is I'm gonna just add the text, and to add the text you're gonna need some fonts. So there are pretty cool websites such as DaFont and 1001 Fonts. You can download the fonts from there for design purposes, and the fonts I'm going to use in this tutorial will be linked in the description. Cool. So I'm going to use the next custom, and I'm going to just click in here. First of all, I'm going to just turn on the color palette. I'm going to just click in here and I'm going to select this color. Cool. Just disable it. Okay. I'm going to type in, say, new. Cool. And I'm going to just bring it here. I'm going to just make it a bit big. Okay, so for the second font, I'm going to use the Gunslinger font, and I'm going to just decrease the size to somewhere around 36. And I want to type in with this color. Cool. Let me see, let me think. The choker. Cool. Let me just disable this color palette really quick, and I'm gonna just place it somewhere around there. I'm gonna just make it big. Place it somewhere around there. Cool. So this is looking pretty cool, right? Okay. So for the mesh, what I did was I just created a new layer and selected the single row marquee tool, and I just created the selection, filled it with white, and I just made a nice pattern. You can check my previous tutorials to see how I do that. And for this tutorial I'm gonna just copy it from the original work. Cool. So this is the original mesh, and just change the color to say something like that. Cool. And I've already decreased the opacity of all the layers, so, and the group as well. So this is looking pretty dope, and that's how you create this design, guys. And I've covered, I guess, the basics of this tutorial. Cool. Rename this to tutorial work so that you can just find it. So this is the original work and this is the tutorial work. Cool. So this was it, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell notification icon so that you never miss a future update. Also, if you enjoyed this tutorial or learned something new today, make sure to give me a thumbs up. If you have any query or feedback to give regarding this tutorial, this series, or any of my other tutorials, make sure to comment down below. So this was it, and I will see you in the next video. Till then, peace out.